Hi everybody. Today is the first day of spring, so happy spring. It is, I believe, March 20th, 2023. It feels like I haven't been here for a long time to chat with you, but I actually just was here last week. So I am home from my trip. It was exhausting, but it was a fun trip. I'll show some pictures at the end of me and my family and friends and some places that we went to. So if you want to see that, stay till the end. And also, I have several giveaways today because I have hit, yay, 2,000 subscribers. So thank you to each and every one of you that subscribed and those that have been watching, and all my new subscribers. I've gotten many, many new subscribers. So thank you for watching and welcome to my channel. My name is Doreen and this is Privies and Prims. I do mostly punch needle and cross stitch, and that's what the focus will be. So we're going to get right along here, and first I'm going to show you my whip. I only have one because so far I am a monogamous stitcher. So this one is this pattern by Not Forgotten Farm, and it's called Ah 'Tis Spring. Now I'm making this for my camper because the colors in my camper are aqua and tan and brown. So I did change the color of the dress. What you see on the cover is not what the actual called for color looks like. Okay, so here is my stitch. It is not as dark as what you're seeing there. It's a very light pale aqua. And this is the called for color for the dress, and this is the color I'm using, so you can see the difference. I really wanted it to be a more pale, and let me see if this shows up here. There, that's more of the color. So big difference from this one. So I'm changing some of the other colors also. On the boots there, you can see the shoes. They kind of look like witches' shoes, and I'm totally not into witches, so I don't want witch shoes on my rabbit. So I'm going to change the shoes, and I had hoped to be further along with this. And this is something I mentioned on my Facebook and Instagram. So, which you can follow in between videos if you want to see, because I'm doing like showing progress of this each and every day. So I said yesterday that I am learning to never say never. I said that I would never do counted cross stitch because it's just too tiny. Well, I got lights and magnifiers and that helped. And now I'm going to say that I would never have multiple whips. After doing this and working on this dress for so long, I may change my mind on that because I'm tired of working on that dress. So I was thinking if I had just a little small pattern to do, like a little pin keep, it might break it up some, and then I come back to this. But that's what I was thinking last night, because I've stitched on this probably 4 or 5 days. I'm used to punch needle. I can be done in one day. This is much different for me. So, but then this morning I get up and I think, well, maybe I will just keep stitching until I'm done and not put this down and do another one, because I'm going camping in 2.5 weeks and I want this finished. So I think from now on, though, I just need to stick with smaller patterns, because I don't want to have multiple whips. I really don't. I want to start something and finish it before I start something else. So that is my one and only whip. Progress on that. I do have 2 finishes, but they are not fully finished. This one I finished while I was on my vacation. Now, I took 5 kitted patterns with me. I did not finish this while I was away, but I finished it when I got home. And I changed the color of the flowers. This is the pattern for that. It's a dark picture. Pretty much all of her pictures are dark, but that's it. And I got it on Etsy. So I'm going to make that into a pillow. I did just buy some ribbons at Hobby Lobby. Let me get those and show them to you. So a little sidetrack haul here. I just got back from Hobby Lobby, actually. I took this with me, which I highly recommend. And I got this. I think they were 40% off. I will not use it, that color. I also got just rickrack. I will be coffee staining these and seeing how they look. But you can see that's really cute. But I need to coffee stain it because I don't like bright colors. And this was $2.99, and then I don't know, it was 40 or 50% off. The rickrack was $2.99, and it's turquoise. I will also be coffee staining that. So one of them, whichever one I decide on, will be the edging around this when I finish the pillow. And again, I had hoped to finish this today before I did the video, but you know, I just to fully finish it and then show it to you, but it'll be in the next video because I just need it to get the video out. This is another ribbon that I bought. It has actual buttons sewn on it, and it's that was $4.99 at Hobby Lobby, and then it was either 40 or 50% off. But it says 100% polyester, but it's almost like a cotton. It looks like cotton, and then it has buttons on it. So I'm not sure what I'll use that for, but I thought it would be cool to put it like around a pincushion. So that's what I got from Hobby Lobby. Plus, I had to get some more thread for the dress of that. And that's it. So my next finish is punch needle. This is a Brenda Gervais pattern. And it is, I thought I was prepared, but I have to keep getting up to get stuff. This is my pattern for that. So it's a Brenda Gervais with the needle and thread. It is out of print as in all her patterns, and but I had that one. I found it in a needlework shop. So I did change the color of the chick. It is supposed to be just a solid yellow DMC, and I decided to use a Valdani thread on it, which I wanted the variegation. Let me see if I wrote it down somewhere. M as in Mary, M80. So I'll put that close up and you can see the variegation in the yellow. That's what I used. And then the ribbon on the rabbit, I didn't have that color, so I changed that color also. This I'm going to, again, I wanted to finish this today, but I wasn't going to get it done and still be able to get the video out. So I'm going to stuff this, and I'm thinking I might set it on top of this. I'm not sure yet, but it might be too small. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do with this yet, but I will show it to you in the next video because it's for me. So next video, next Monday, we'll have that. We have a giveaway from a couple weeks ago. Let me find that. And I'm going to, this is it, Plum Street Sampler, and it's called Hello Spring. And you had to put in the word rabbit, and many of you did. I will put the random comment picker in here, and we'll see who won. Okay, it looks like we had 30 people that used the word rabbit to try to win, and let's see who the winner is. Blenda the Cross Stitcher. She said, I'll start decorating for spring tomorrow the 1st. Last night I put in a bag all the Valentine's stuff, but I'll be decorating with a rabbit or two. And for April, I'll change it to more Eastern Christian thing to honor Christ. I like the position of the camera close so I can see better your stitching. Thank you, Blenda, and thanks for commenting and watching my videos and subscribing. Email me. I'll put my address here, the email address, and I will need your mailing address so I can get this out to you. So congratulations to the winner. I'm going to put my email across here. Get in touch with me before next Monday, which I believe is the 27th of March, 2023. And I will get this in the mail to you. So email me your mailing address and I will ship that out. One thing to keep in mind when you write comments for giveaways, some people wrote rabbits with an S on the end, and I had to message them to put it in a singular and not a plural. I'm using a random comment picker, as most YouTubers do. And if I'm putting in the word rabbit, it's not going to pick it up if you write rabbits. So you need to make sure that you're putting the word exactly the way I say it. Also, make sure you are a public subscriber. And if you're not sure about that, on my community tab, I have directions of how to change your settings to make sure you're a public subscriber, because my giveaways are for subscribers only, in appreciation for you watching my videos. And I need to be able to confirm that you are a subscriber, and that's how we do it. So I have some haul to show you. Lots and lots of patterns. These were given to me by a friend of mine, the first ones. And I'm not sure when I will get to them, but I really liked them and decided to take these 3. So this is Plum Street Samplers Cinnamon Stars. I really like that for fall. I'm learning from doing this dress in this pattern here. That dress has taken a long time. As someone told me in comments on Facebook, that dress is no joke. And they were right. So then you have things like houses, like on there. And I'm learning that I'm not really sure I'm ready wanting to do that yet. I think I would rather stick with the little things like this one that I can do really quick. So I need to keep that in mind when I pick out patterns. And eventually, I'm sure I will advance to the other ones. Now, this one is Silver Creek Samplers. It's called My Christmas List. This is exact opposite of what I just said I was going to do. But the reason I took this one, because there's lots of little things to pull from it to make little ornaments or pillows. And you don't have to make the whole big long thing. This is 101 by 287 stitches. So it looks pretty big to me, but I decided that I'm just going to do little parts of it and pull little things out and make small stuff. It doesn't have the dimensions on there. Another one is goats. It's Plum Street Samplers Goat Load. That one I thought was kind of cute. I'm not sure if I'll make it or not. But there's another one with sheep. Here it is, Sheep Heap, that she gave me. That one I like. So those are ones that I plan on making. And then if you didn't see my last video of the tour of the cross-stitch shops, or if you didn't watch it until the end where I showed my haul, I was pretty good and I didn't get a lot, but I did go back the next day and buy one more pattern from Hodgepodge in Strasbourg. But just in case you didn't see that one, I did buy this. And you can see that you can make a little one without making the big one. So that may be what I do to start with, but I really like that one. And then this one is called The Sewing Bird by Brenda Gervais. And I will turn it sideways so you can see that. That one totally I am doing. And this one is another one that'll probably just wait. Little House Needleworks. It's called Needlework ABCs. I didn't think it would be overwhelming until I, started doing that dress on that other one. But here, if you can see that good. And I'll tell you, it has, on the C, it says crosses. H, it says hoop. L is linen. N is needles. S is scissors. And T is threads. So you can see the words on there. They had this hanging up, not framed, but just like as a banner. So when I went back the next day, I bought this one, which is Country Spirits. It's called Delivering Summer. And I like that one a lot. That would be perfect for summertime. So those are the ones that I bought when I was in Pennsylvania. you haven't seen that video, definitely go back and watch it. It's 2 needle workshops in Lancaster County. So then I came home and I started going through, this is my Nashville Needlework Market purchase. I only ordered one. And then because I'm doing the other dress, I could pick this up and I like, oh my gosh, another dress. So this is going to wait till next year when I feel more comfortable with it. But I definitely want to stitch that house and put it on a little pillow. So that is definitely going to get done this year, just the little house. Okay, so all of these I'm going to show you now are freebies that I found online. And I can tell you where they were. Well, some of them are from Punch Needle Primitive Stitcher magazine, which isn't technically a freebie because you have to subscribe to the magazine. This is from spring 2021, and it is Sub Rosa Design Spring Bunny Pin Keep. So I'm just going back through some of the magazines because when I originally subscribed, I wasn't doing cross stitch. So now I'm looking at them in a whole new light. I was only doing punch needle before. This is a Lizzie Kate freebie that is on her blog. Let's see if it has it on here. LizzieKateBlog.blogspot.com. So that's where you can get that one at. This one is from another blog. Let me see. Sub Rosa. This is Sub Rosa. Blogspot.com. Those are freebies. And then this is one from spring 2023. So this is from the newest issue of Punch Needle Primitive Stitcher magazine. I love that. I don't have any pink fabric, and I'm not really a pink girl, but I do have some sky blue that somebody gave me. So I will be stitching that. This is Teresa Kogut Punch Needle, and this is from spring 2023. So this is the current issue of Punch Needle Primitive Stitcher magazine. So if you like that, you can buy that in Joann Fabrics, probably Hobby Lobby. You can get that magazine, or what I do, and is I got the digital subscription to the magazine on their website, Punch Needle Primitive Stitcher, and then you can also download back issues. So that way I don't have a pile of magazines. I just print out what I want, the patterns that I want. This is Bunny Trail by Joyce Reed, and this is also spring 2020 issue. This is totally doable for me because it's so easy. And there's the information on that. That is also Punch Needle Primitive Stitcher magazine. So just that one issue, I got 3 patterns out of it. This one is spring 2021. It's Spring Cottontail by Teresa Kogut. There's that information. I'm sure that I am not going to get all these spring patterns done this year, because camping starts in 2 weekends, 2.5 weeks. Easter weekend I'll be camping. And then 2 weeks after that, and then the weekend after that. So it'll be busy. Okay, this one is 2022 spring magazine. This is called Merry Spring, and it's Teresa Kogut. I think this is so cute. So this is about the size that I think I need to stick with for now and not get into the bigger ones. That's kind of my comfort zone. So when I said I'm learning to never say never, what I was talking about is, do I want to put that aside and start another pattern? I don't really think I do. I mean, in the moment I did, but I'd rather just push through and finish it. So this one is 2019 summer issue, and this is Lori Brecklin Prim Sewing Basket Pin Keep, and I love that. So that looks like a real good, easy one for me. So those are my pattern haul. I want to talk to you about lights. So Bright Tech, I had showed this light before, and how this unclips off the base, and then this is USB rechargeable right here, and yeah, it plugs in right there. And then you can, this is 1.75 magnification, and then you can clip it to a table or set it on the base, and it has 3 lights. It's very bright. You can see the lights go all the way around. So I used this when I was camping. And what I did is I sit on my bed and I put this between my legs like this. I don't know how good you can see this. And then I would bring it up in front of me and hold my stitching here. And that's how I was able to do it sitting on the bed, because I didn't want to use my little tiny table. I wanted it to be comfortable. So I put pillows up behind me and lean against the wall. I had old glasses on, old reading glasses that I just leave in my camper. And it was a little blurry on this. So I thought, well, I needed a stronger magnification. So I thought about getting one with stronger magnification, but I think it was actually just the glasses and not the light. But before I realized that, I ordered this one, which is also USB rechargeable right here. This is so much lighter weight. It says that, there's the information. It says that it has a 5 magnification here and a 10 on there. Well, I'm not sure about that. It didn't look a whole lot different than the other one. This also comes off at the bottom, and then you just have the base. But this base is nothing as far as compared to weight on the other, the Bright Tech one. This is a very, you could tell it's low budget. It was cheaper too. The thing with this one is, I took this to my fiber group Saturday, which I'm going to put pictures of at the end. This charge lasted about an hour, which is that's not acceptable. We need longer than that when we take it with us. So I did not have a cord to plug into the wall. I did have a USB cord in the car, but it wasn't long enough, like an extension cord, so I didn't have anything. So I was like, well, I guess I'm going to have to go home. And I was only there an hour, so that was really disappointing. But then I remembered that I had this in my car. This is just the box here. But I had this in my car, and it has USB ports on it. So I went and got my charging cord from the car, and I carried this in, which is heavy because it's a battery, actually. And I plugged it in there, and I was back in business. And then I had power. So I also do have a little power thing. It's about as big as a phone. It's sitting on the windowsill in my living room. It's a lot of good it was doing me there. But I could have just plugged it into that, and it's just little, it's solar charged, which is why it's on my windowsill. If I had had that with me, that would have worked. This light is going back, the white one, because an hour is not enough. The Bright Tech light will hold a charge longer than that. And I do have to remember to take my little power thing with me. So I'll put a link for the Bright Tech light down in the description box if you want to order one of those. I think they're like $25. But the good thing is you don't have to take extension cords and stuff unless you want to for backup. So let's see, we went over, let's see, plans are just to finish this and then fully finish the punch needle chick and the little bunny thing and just start some more spring patterns. So those are my plans currently. I do have some giveaways here because I am so thankful. Be sure to go back. I have so many videos. I've been doing this for 2 years. So I was dormant for a while and I didn't do any videos when I had broke my wrist and stuff, and I just couldn't do anything because I had surgeries on it. So, but definitely go back and look in the old videos, and there's tutorials for punch needle, and there's wool applique, there's uncounted cross stitch, there's all different things back there. So you'll see some other things to watch. And I would appreciate that because my channel does need the hours. I need to watch you guys to watch more videos for me, and that would help me a lot. Be sure to subscribe and hit the thumbs up if you haven't already. This is a good time to do that. Okay, so now I'm going to go into some giveaways, and then after that, at the very end, I will show you some pictures from my fiber group. They were making little baskets this past week. Sometimes they just do different things. It's called a rug hooking group, but it's actually people knit, they crochet, I do cross stitch, I do punch needle. We meet once a month in Johnson City, Tennessee, and anyone is welcome. So I'm going to give this away, and the keyword is basket. For all my giveaways, I'm only shipping to the United States, and you must be 18 years or older. So the keyword is basket. Leave that in your comment. And let me think of a question. Okay, my question is, are you a monogamous stitcher, or do you do several starts at a time? If you have whips, how many do you have? If you're willing to share that with us. So let us know if you do several projects at one time, and if you are a monogamous stitcher, and let us know why. Why do you choose to do it that way? Whichever way you do it, let us know why. So again, this is, you see how big it is. It's small, and you can fill it up with stuff, and it is cute for a little girl. So if you would like to win this, I will be doing the drawing for this on Monday the 27th, so I will have time to ship it out before Easter. So the keyword for that is basket. Okay. The next thing I have is Spring 2023 Primitive Quilts and Projects magazine. I just got this. I did a subscription, but there was nothing in it that I wanted to make. But let me just flip through. There are full-size patterns in here. Let me see. Like, if you do wool applique, there are wool applique, there are quilt patterns, there are punch needle. There's an applique pattern. There's another one. This is punch needle. It's a great magazine. There just wasn't anything in it. I love all the quilts, but I'm not a quilter. So as far as punch needle and wool applique, there wasn't anything in this issue that I wanted to make. But if you're a quilter or do wool applique, there's lots of stuff in here. So the keyword for this one is going to be magazine. So if you're interested in that, it's brand new, spring 2023. Use the keyword magazine. So next I have a cross stitch magazine. This is called Just Cross Stitch, and it's 2022 special collector's issue Halloween. This was given to me before I did counted cross stitch, and I do not do Halloween at all. I do fall patterns, but never Halloween. So I will be giving this away if you put in the keyword Halloween, if you're interested in that. And there are 55 plus patterns in here. Here's one. So let me see. Show you a couple. Here's a sampler. So if you're familiar with the magazine, I'm sure you know more about it than I do. But there are several patterns in here. So again, the keyword for that would be Halloween. Now this is a two-part. It's actually brand new, but it's dated May 2020, and I think it came with that Halloween one. And this is full of designs for every stitcher of the world of cross stitching. Britain's #1. So it has let's show you some patterns in here. Let's see. So you would get this, and got some little kids stuff. So let us call this one, just because it has a tiger on the front, use the keyword tiger if you want that one. And this little kit will come with it. It looks like it has all the threads and everything in there. It says it comes with 14 count white Aida, 27 lengths of stranded cotton, full color charts, pastel cards, and envelopes. So it's to make cards. So these two will go together. Keyword tiger. Okay, so I have 2 cross stitch patterns and 2 punch needle patterns to give away. This one is 3 Sheep Studio Summer House. This is a punch needle pattern. Use the word summer. I don't think we use that in another one. Actually, let's use the word house on this one. We'll use house for that. That is a punch needle pattern. And then this one is black hen, and use the keyword hen for that one. That is a punch needle pattern also. Now for cross stitch, I have a Brenda Gervais, Spring Serenade by Brenda Gervais, and let's just use the word Brenda for that one. You'll have a little bit of time if you want to make that one quick. And then this is Stacy Nash, Animal Cracker Series Whitaker. I made this, but I did it in uncounted cross stitch, which I'll show you. I have it right here. So I did that as uncounted cross stitch because I absolutely, like, I went to the stitch shop. It was like open stitch night, and I would go and do punch needle. And I kept like saying, I love that pattern. I kept seeing the picture, and I finally bought it, but I could not bring myself to do all that cross stitch. But this is how I finished it. It's just coffee stained, and it's very uncounted, very wonky X's. But that is my guy. So I am finished with that because I will not make it again. And let me see. Yeah, it's like, I'm just going to show you a little bit of it. I had outlined it with a Sharpie so that I could trace it onto my fabric. So other than that, it is in great condition. It's just outlined. So that is it for that one. And this is the back of it. The way the pattern looks on the back, you put your little scissor keeper heart on there, which I didn't do on mine. And then also for punch needle, I have this. This is a Morgan Hope. I believe it's 14 inches big. So this will hold your fabric taut. You can use this for rug hooking, for punching, or for punch needle. You could use it for embroidery. It is big, and it's a Morgan Hope. So it has a gripper. You see that right there? So this is like the female part. This has like the male part. You know how they describe things like that, the male and the female. And then this goes together, and this will hold your fabric very tight. So I guess if you were a cross stitcher and you're doing a large project, you can use this. Or if you're doing punch needle a large project, you can use this. So this is a 14-inch Morgan Hope. And those are my prizes. So use the keyword hoop for this one. So those are the prizes in appreciation. I thank you again so much. If you haven't already, hit that thumbs up. Make sure your subscriptions are public. And ring that little bell to get a notification. Mark yourself all. You hit the bell and then all. And that will give you a notification every time I post a new video. So now I'm going to show you my rug hooking group. They were making little baskets over top of jars. And then I'll show you some pictures from my vacation. And thank you again, everybody, for watching. I will post the winners of these next Monday on March 27th. And so be sure, use those keywords. And I'm going to insert a pictures at the end here again to show what keywords to use for which things in case you forgot. And something that I've had to do myself, like I watched a bunch of floss tubes yesterday, and you know what? So many of them were doing giveaways. I have started to make myself a list. So that way I know to not skip over their next videos because I need to go back and see if I won. I want to watch the floss tube also, but you know, you get busy and you can't watch them all. So you want to make sure you watch the ones that you have entered giveaways on. And so I started making myself a list, and I'll put like the flosstube number next to it so I know which one I watched. I'm not numbering mine, and maybe I should. Let me know what you think in the comments. But I not all mine I would consider a flosstube, so I'm not really sure. Like when I'm doing the tour, like did the tour of the 2 needle workshops, I don't know that I'd call that a flosstube. So I'm not sure really whether to number them or not. So let me know your thoughts on that in the comments. And I will see you next week on my next video. Happy stitching, everybody. Bye. So today in our fiber group, they are making these little baskets. They started with a glass jar, which is the inside, and then they wove the baskets.
Go, girl! Go, girl! Hey! Baby, tuck it, baby, tuck it. Lemonade, 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 try lemonade.